So we have successfully implemented this feature discovery content into our project, and we have initialized them, and we have completed this whole part into our project. It is satisfactorily working so far. We can see that on clicking this particular open class, open button right over here, it is practically working. There it goes. It is working. There's no problem. If we just switch on to this mobile responsive view, there goes the class which is opening from this extreme right. There it goes, this title, a bunch of text. Now the next thing that we need to do over here is to customize this thing in an accordance. In the first place, all we want that from this extreme down bottom, so we need to lift them up into a little bit upish. For say we are wanting to place them into this extreme left position, fixed into left position. In that particular case, all we need to do, we need to get back to our index.html, and here in the very first case, all we are going to do, we are going to use a particular class of fixer. Now this class is not created in our Materialize CSS. It is not practically been created into our Materialize CSS. So that is why we need to create it ourselves. We need to create it manually. That is why we are copying this class name from here. Get back to stylesheet.css, and here first of all we are putting it over here, declaring the class name, and we are saying that the position will be fixed up to a certain distance of, for say, bottom, for say 20 rem. Press Ctrl S, get back to your project and reload. And now you can see that these particular buttons, those are practically staying in the extreme left position into a fixed position. Now here comes the controversy. You may do not like it to be placed over here, and this is definite in the lower width devices. These two buttons are practically occupying this extreme left position, and some part of the content it may lie at the beneath of these two particular buttons. So it is a matter of dispute. It is a matter of your own customization, your own specification, whether you want them to be placed right into this particular segment, or you want to place them into a separate one, into a different place where you wish to make them appear. That's up to you. So in case if you do not wish to keep it here, or if you wish to place it on the top of this page, then there goes another possible solution. You can see that from top it is now practically leaving a total margin of 20 rem. There it goes. This is the 20 rem margin from the top right now. In this particular case, I would be preferring this bottom 20 rem for the time being. There it goes. Press F12 and open up this code inspector panel. In the next case, if we click on this particular open here, we can see that this is featured content display that you were expecting over here. So now click on it, and there goes the class that is responsible for its appearance, right over here. This is the div class tap target, and now if we click over it, we can see that each and everything is being placed over here. In the extreme right panel of this code inspector panel, you can see that these are the width or height of all these sort of things. Like this height is 600 pixels provided over here. The position is absolute. So in the first place, if you want to off this border radius, you can see that on unchecking this particular border radius segment, you are practically able to make it square again. So if you do not wish it to be rounded, then all you need to do, you need to turn this border radius off. In that particular case, you need to copy this tap target from here. This is the class that we will be needing in this purpose. We will be getting back to our project, and here we will be placing this tap target class, and in this segment, in the first case, all we are going to do, we are going to put this border radius as 0. Press Ctrl S, get back to your project and reload. And now if we just click here, we can see that the border radius is now turned off. In the next case, if we wish to change the background color of this particular segment, then all we need to do, we need to get back to index.html, and here this is the div class tab target, which is responsible for everything. First of all, get back to the Materialize official website, and here into this CSS part you will be observing that color palette right over here. And here, for say, we are wishing to use this pink darken class. So all we need to do, we need to copy this thing, copy, get back to your project and reload. There it goes. Paste it over here. Now press Ctrl S, get back to your project and reload. Open, and you can see that the class is now changed, that the background color is now changed into that particular color. It is now changed into that particular color which is been defined for this pink darken one class into their color palette of Materialize official website. In the next case, if we wish to change the color of these texts, in that particular case, all we need to do, we need to use this white text. Reload. There it goes. The color of this text is now changed. It is now changed into this white color right over here. So this is how you can make customization into it. So this is the end of this Materialize CSS template.